what was that place called? Chef's Voyage or something. Chef's Voyage. And it was a real shithole. And I was, well, it was nice. They had real nice silverware. I mean, the kind of silverware you looked at it and you were like, damn, did this, am I on the Titanic? But you were just in a shopping mall. You were over there by a Payless Shoes, really. So if you looked out the window, you would know you weren't on the Titanic. But if the windows were closed and you were just staring at the silverware, you could maybe have the idea you were boating. But anyway, I worked up there and my buddy worked up there and he was homoerotic. He preferred the company of men and men's bodies. But anyway, he was about 40 or something and he was he was also he was a boxer. He was like a real, kind of this little Italian. He looked kind of, he looked like a kind of a senior citizen, but also like a child at the same time. He was that kind of mixed Italian daddy, that mozzarella madman. And his name was Billy Conforto, rest in peace, because he ate a bunch of pills years later, and he drove a car into a embankment out there in La Place, Louisiana. And he was a good friend of mine. And we got stoned one time when Princess Diana died. And I didn't know what Princess Diana was. I thought it was, a Beanie Baby or like a nice dessert. And we'd gone over to his house because he was my friend. We were actually really good friends. We were close friends and I miss him. And he had made us a couple chicken cutlets, grilled us up a couple of, hearty chicken breasts. I mean, a real chicken, not one of these weak bitches that they're pumping all these vitamins and riboflavins into over there in, out there in Laurel, Mississippi. But I'm talking about them real bad boys. I'm talking about the kind of chicken that gets up in the morning and does some lunges and does some, work, does maybe 40 pounds of incline press. I'm talking about that kind of chicken, that fucking bad bitch that'll sing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about maybe a black chicken, kind of lady that'll be singing singing in a chorus in the yard while the other chicken's just doing some bullshit. I'm talking about a real bad bitch. And he had some of those cutlets, those high-end cutlets, and he grilled those hitters up, and we had gotten stoned doing drugs, doing marijuana. And we got so stoned, man, and that's when Princess Diana died. And he kept telling me, and I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, dude. I thought he was talking about a damn Beanie Baby, and I was fucked up. But anyhow, he and I worked together at a place, and they caught me one time in the freezer section. In the freezer, they had bread pudding in the freezer, and I'd sneak back there and do a couple whippets and have me a couple of fucking quick handfuls of bread pudding. And if you've ever worked at a restaurant, you know what I'm talking about. It's called taking a break. And that was something we would do. And I'd get back there and hit them whippets, get me 4 fucking, and get feeling all kind of creamy up in my skull. And then I'd fill my mouth with that just, God damn, I don't know if you've ever had a little bit of bread pudding and eating it out of your own hand, but that is the damn Lord's tartar right there, boy. God dang. Some people, when they die, they want to be embalmed, or they want to, they want their family to shoot them out of a cannon or something into a damn, schoolyard, or they want to be, put in one of them, what are those, lava lamps? But this was, what I'm talking about is when you die. Fuck, what am I talking about? Oh, I'm talking about that bread pudding. I'm talking about this the kind of shit. When I die, I want to be embalmed with that bread pudding and pour a little bit of that fucking raisin sauce on my body. That bourbon backwash, just dip daddy's ass in that bourbon backwash, and you put me in a casket like that. You're going to see how many people come to my funeral. That's what I'm saying. This funeral is 5-star. This is a Michelin 5-star funeral, baby. And goddamn, what's that boy on? Was he He smells good. He smelled like he's got that rum raisin sauce on him. And that's how I want to die. I want to be embalmed with bread pudding like a real man. Like a real man. But Billy Conforto was one of the first real men that I ever met in my life. And he was, he was good to me. He was protective of me. And he, when other kids would do me wrong, he would fight them. And I guess in hindsight, it's a little weird to think a 35-year-old man was fighting children. But, where I grew up, that was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Age didn't really matter. You would just fight each other. You see a 6-year-old and a fucking 82-year-old out there just, out there beating each other in the neck with, kind of small pieces of wood, lean pieces of wood, swaths. Good evening, good afternoon, and other times. Thanks for watching that video you just saw. I mean, it was okay. But the next video you could watch could be way better. What if you watch a video right now that changes your life? Well, you could watch this one, or watch this one. Watch this one, watch this one, watch this one. Ah!